What is up, YouTube? Today we're going to be talking about Final Destination Bloodlines. So, I just got done watching this film, and I gotta say, it's very good. I got a 92% on Rotten Tomatoes. That makes it the highest rated one in the franchise. Rightfully so, because I liked this movie. It was a good movie. I had to take a little. Whatever. Okay, so the movie starts off. You got this older lady. It's showing her younger. I played a little bit of Johnny Cash, which was cool. So this lady basically is what started this whole cheating death thing. So she ends up hiding in a cabin and stuff to protect her family. Basically, the way they explain it was she cheated death for so long that avoided death for so long that she ended up having kids that was never supposed to be had. And so it was trying to get the whole bloodline. Death was pretty cool movie, honestly. Tony Todd, this was his last movie. Which he had finished all the filming for Tony Todd. He was barely in the movie. I'd heard that he showed up on set a lot, kind of pushed himself to show up. He even like almost passed out or something on set. That's what I heard. And honestly, in my opinion, I think I just watched all six of these movies. I think number six is the best one out of all of them. I think that people might get caught up in nostalgia and they might say the first or second one's the best. This one was the best one by far. This one came out in 2000, the year I was born. Then I think people would say it was the best one. If I had to rank these as of right now, I mean, it could change in the future. I'd put six at number one. I would go six, one, two, four, five, and then three. I enjoyed three the least. I don't know why. I don't know if it's when I watched it, how I watched it. I don't know. I didn't really enjoy three that much. I really enjoyed this one. They had a great story going on. And it was finally something new instead of the whole, oh, I seen it coming bullshit, or how did you know, blah, blah, blah. Tony Todd was barely in this movie. I think he had like 5 minutes of screen time, if that, which he was never really in any of them that much. But Bloodworth or whatever. I enjoyed his on screen presence. He had a strong aura to him on screen during this movie. I recommend going and checking it out. I've just finished all six of them. I actually own one to five on Blu-ray. I might get the sixth one when it comes out. You gotta have something to do. But this was a fun movie. I really enjoyed it. Um, there was an old lady named Iris that starts off, they're like dancing on this like this tower. They're just dancing and it's like coming down, like all this craziness going on. And a lot of people say that they blame the little boy because he dropped the penny and that's what started everything. There were some cool deaths in this one. There was like a vending machine spring that came out and drilled into someone's head or whatever. There was a dump truck scene. That was pretty cool. There was a push mower scene where it landed on someone's face. Someone stepped, they mixed glass and ice together, which was kind of weird. I don't know how that would happen, but how would any of this happen? Final Destination 6 Bloodlines. I give this movie on Letterboxd, I gave it 4.5 stars. I know a lot of YouTubers like the flick pick and stuff didn't really care for it. I didn't really care for any of them. I grew up with these movies. The first one I ever seen was the second one back in the early 2000s. Um, hold on one second. I'm not editing this video, but the first one I ever seen was the second one. You know, the log truck scene. I vividly remember the scene of the dude in the kitchen from when I was a kid. That one was pretty good. But when I went back and watched it, it wasn't as good as I remembered it being, but it was good. This one was by far the best one. I don't care what anyone says. If they disagree, it's because they're stuck on nostalgia. Because this one was by far, it had the best story going for it. Final Destination's Bloodlines. Final Destination Bloodlines. I think it was a pretty cool way to end Tony Todd's career. You know, he had a good career dating back to the 80s, but it's crazy that he died like just like that. Me and my wife had just watched Candyman. She had never seen it. Well, she watched it and he died like right after we watched Candyman. But yeah, I like Tony Todd. I don't know if this is my favorite roles that he's been in. It was these movies. Uh, I'm a big Hatchet fan. I liked him in Hatchet. Candyman was cool, but yeah, Tony Todd he looked different in this too. Like he was dealing with stomach cancer, and he you could tell he gotten a lot skinnier than he used to be. Tony Todd gotten a lot skinnier. As far as the cast, um, some of them are alright. It starred a Latina girl. I don't even know her name, the actors' names. It was a bunch of new actors. Apparently, they all marked out for Tony Todd being on set, which was kind of cool to see him put out one last film for the new generation. This is the first Final Destination in 14 years. It had been since 2011 since the last one. Uh, I remember when Final Destination 4 first came out. I was only 9 years old, I think, when it came out. Um, well, my parents got the DVD when it first came out. We watched it. I liked Final Destination 4. The ones that I hated the most was 3 and 5. I did not enjoy those at all. 3 had a tanning bed scene, a roller coaster scene, which was cool, but I was so bored with 3. I don't know what it was, the photo stuff. I wasn't a fan of 3 at all. 2 was cool. It kind of dragged towards the end. 1 was cool too, but a bit overrated. I think it's for nostalgia. And the first one came out the year I was born, so I'm 24. I'll be 25 on the 28th of August. I don't know if the first one was before or after I was born. I want to say it was before. Could be wrong. But yeah, Bloodlines. There was never really a point where I was bored within this movie. Uh, Eric, you had him. He was kind of entertaining when he was on screen. The guy who played Eric. Um, there was a couple other nobody characters that were kind of just in the background. And the old lady at the beginning, when she protects this little black boy, and he it turns out that that was Tony Todd that she protected. There was some cool scenes. One scene that was kind of pretty violent was when she went to go see her, what was it, grandmother, Iris, and she had to prove to her that it was real. Like she was hiding in a cabin, basically, so death would never get to her, so it wouldn't go to the family after her. And her granddaughter didn't believe her, so she stepped out. And she was like, "Seeing is believing," and it killed her right in front of her, and her head just explodes. Like it was crazy. The dump truck scene was probably one of the coolest ones. I enjoyed that. Um, yeah, it was just a good story. It flowed very well together. It was a nice pace to it. I didn't really get bored at all. There was a couple points towards the end where I was like, okay, like when they went back to the cabin. I didn't really care for her mother that much. Um, the one who was never really there for her like that. But overall, this was a good movie. I think I'm feeling like an 8 out of 10 on this movie. Way better than the other Final Destinations. Way better. I don't care what anyone says. Don't let these people who are obsessed with nostalgia fool you. Final Destination Bloodlines is where it's at. Great movie. 8 out of 10 from me. I've seen Chris Stuckman's review. He liked it too. Um, well, he don't really criticize movies, but it was a good movie. I suggest you guys go check it out. Final Destination Bloodlines. I'm not sure if we're gonna get a whole new franchise out of this, but the director even said that they shot it to where they knew Tony Todd was dying and his time was short, so they kind of let him say a few lines about life and stuff, which was cool. Great movie. It comes out on Blu-ray in like 3 months or so. I'm excited for that. It's going to be cool to see the little set and the reviews on them and stuff. But go check out Final Destination Bloodlines. It's killing it in the box office right now. I think it's already like over 100 million or 150 million, and it just came out like a week or two ago. But Final Destination Bloodlines, guys. Go check it out. 8 out of 10 from me. Peace out, guys. Check out more to come. Peace.